Let's face it, seeing those flashing red and blue lights in your rearview mirror is pretty much enough to ruin anyone's day. It's stressful, right? But listen, the anxiety doesn't have to last. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we are going to empower you with the exact step-by-step knowledge you need to handle your Duval County traffic citation efficiently. We're going to cut through all that confusing legal jargon and show you exactly how to resolve this securely, right from the comfort of your own couch.
If you're watching this right now, you might be feeling a bit anxious about a recent traffic stop. But take a deep breath, because you are in exactly the right place. We've compiled the official administrative guidelines straight from the Duval County Clerk of Courts and state statutes to give you a crystal clear roadmap. You really can't afford to miss this, because how you handle this little piece of paper can seriously impact your wallet and your driving privileges for years to come.
The stakes here are incredibly high. You're basically at a crossroads. You can choose the path of least resistance, paying a very small 2.75% convenience fee to clear it up online in minutes, or you can toss that ticket in your glove box, forget about it, and eventually face a massive 30% collection surcharge right on top of losing your actual right to drive.
So here is our roadmap for today. First, why pay online? Second, decoding your traffic ticket. Third, a step-by-step payment guide. Fourth, avoiding errors and scams. Fifth, the cost of delay. And finally, official resources and a quick disclaimer.
Okay, let's dive into part 1. Why pay online?
Aside from the obvious perks of skipping the drive downtown, hunting for parking, and waiting in a massive line at the courthouse, there's actually a real financial incentive to handling this digitally. Now, this is surprising, but the credit card processing fee is actually cheaper online than it is in person. If you process your transaction through the county's ePay portal, the convenience fee is just 2.75%. But if you walk up to the physical courthouse window, that fee jumps to 3.5%. So you are quite literally saving time and money by doing this in your pajamas.
However, that digital convenience does come with a pretty big legal reality check. The absolute most crucial thing to understand here is that paying online is legally categorized as a guilty plea. The literal second you hit submit on that payment, the clerk enters a conviction on your record and the state assesses points to your driver's license. But wait, don't panic. There is a way to stop those points from hitting your license, which all comes down to the traffic school option.
Moving right along to part 2, decoding your traffic ticket.
Before we can actually pay, we have to know exactly what we're paying. So go ahead and grab your citation. There is one specific code you absolutely must have to kick off your online search, and it's normally located right at the top left corner of your Florida Uniform Traffic Citation. It's a unique 7-digit alphanumeric code, and it is the literal key to unlocking your digital file in the county's database. But you have to be careful of a very common trap here.
This is the #1 user input error that stops people dead in their tracks. Always, always double-check your zeros and your alphabetical O's. If you accidentally type a letter O instead of a numeric 0, the system will just tell you your ticket doesn't exist. Now, if you do run into this troubleshooting nightmare, don't stress. You can always use the clerk's public index, it's called the core system, to search by your name and date of birth to cross-reference and find that correct citation number.
All right, part 3, the step-by-step payment guide.
Now that you have your citation number perfectly decoded, let's walk through the actual payment process. Following these exact steps is going to save you a lot of headache. First, go directly to epay.duvalclerk.com. While there is a statewide site, mobile users constantly report failures with it because of pop-up blockers, so going straight to the Duval portal is much safer. Carefully enter your citation details, choose your payment method, and, this is critical, make your traffic school election right there on the screen before you actually pay. Finally, make absolutely sure to save or print that digital confirmation receipt for your records.
Speaking of traffic school, if you're eligible, electing to take the basic driver improvement course is a fantastic tool to protect your insurance rates as long as you actually complete the 4-hour course within the strict compliance window. Not only does it keep those points off your record, but Florida statutes actually grant you up to an 18% reduction on the base civil penalty. It's a win-win. But remember this incredibly strict rule. You cannot pay the fine today and try to elect traffic school next week. It literally must be done concurrently at the exact time of payment. Oh, and a quick heads up. If you hold a commercial driver's license or you were caught going 30 miles per hour over the limit, you are unfortunately excluded from this option entirely.
Let's jump to part 4, avoiding errors and scams.
Sadly, digital convenience brings digital predators.
Scammers are aggressively targeting Duval motorists using these exact methods to create false panic. They will send you sketchy text messages with fake links, claiming your license is about to be suspended. They'll even spoof the caller ID so it actually looks like the courthouse is calling you. Some will even pretend to be law enforcement, threatening immediate arrest unless you read them a prepaid gift card number over the phone. It is wild out there.
So always remember this absolute golden rule. The courts will never, ever text you a payment link or demand prepaid debit cards over the phone. And they definitely don't accept cryptocurrency. If you get an email with a weird link from someone claiming to be the DMV, just delete it. Remember, official citation numbers are always exactly 7 alphanumeric digits. When in doubt, hang up the phone, close the text, and just navigate directly to the official clerk website yourself.
Now for Part 5, the cost of delay.
So, what really happens if you just ignore that piece of paper? Maybe you misplace it, or you're a bit tight on cash, or you just kind of hope the county forgets. Let me assure you, their computers absolutely do not forget. This timeline shows how a simple $150 ticket can snowball into a total nightmare. You have exactly 30 calendar days to easily pay online. The minute you hit day 31, statutory late fees between $25 and $50 are tacked on. By day 61, you get a D6 warning, meaning the state is preparing to suspend your license. Cross that 90-day mark, your license is actively suspended. The debt goes to a collection agency, which adds a massive 30% surcharge, and you have to pay a $60 reinstatement fee just to legally drive your car again.
Now, if you do fall deeply behind, keep an eye out for Operation Greenlight. It's a really fantastic annual statewide initiative. During this specific window, Duval County will actually waive that huge 30% collection agency surcharge if you pay your outstanding balance in full. This can literally save you hundreds of dollars and clear the path to get your license back, though you will still be on the hook for the standard late fees.
And finally, Part 6, official resources and a quick disclaimer.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to make sure you're armed with the right tools. Bookmark these official channels and phone numbers so you can bypass the scammers and deal straight with the county. The ePay portal is your main hub. If you need a one-time 30-day extension to pay, remember that you cannot do that online. You absolutely must go to a clerk's office in person within your first 30 days. And if you have no other choice but to mail a payment, please heed the county's all-caps warning, do not mail cash. Always, always use a money order or a cashier's check.
Also, please remember that administrative policies can and do shift. Always double-check the current regulations on the official clerk's website before making any legal decisions. We're providing this explainer purely for educational purposes based on current county data. Every single traffic case is totally unique, and when in doubt, seeking professional legal counsel is always your smartest move.
Getting a ticket is beyond frustrating, but taking immediate, informed action online is absolutely your best strategy for peace of mind. You've got the knowledge, you know the official websites, and you know exactly how to avoid the pitfalls. Go log on and get it handled today. But it does leave us with a pretty fascinating question to think about. As our legal systems become increasingly automated with digital portals and strict algorithms, what does the future of local government, traffic enforcement, and our own data privacy ultimately look like? Something to chew on. Until next time, stay safe out there.